Welcome back, people. In previous videos, we saw how to use Bootstrap in our website. So in this video, we will see how to add a navigation bar into our website. The nav bar will have link to different section of our website. In order to put in the navigation bar, we are going to use Bootstrap. We already know that Bootstrap is a library that contains reusable bits of code. Sometimes with libraries, you might have written them yourself. Let's say you create a button and you like it, and you wish to use it in all parts of your website. You can do it by putting the piece of code into a separate file and dropping it into your project when you need it. We also use the code that somebody else created. So let's see how to do that. Let's take a look at the documentation and try to understand what are the guidelines and what are the rules that we should know in order to use the components. So this is the Bootstrap documentation. Go to components, and under components you have navbar. Go to navbar. So here we have a number of examples of navbar. So this is a navbar example. We also have many other examples here like this. So what we will do now is we have a website called CodePlay. We will use it to create a test run for the navbar. So make sure you have the latest version of Bootstrap, and inside the body we are going to create a nav element. Let's clear this up. A nav tag is very similar to a div tag. The only difference is you will know what you are creating, that is a navigation bar. So if we run it, nothing really happens. Let's see what it does when you run it. As you can see, there is nothing on the screen. So now we will create an unordered list inside the nav element. So now let's go to Bootstrap documentation again, and we are going to add a class to the nav element. So we also have added navbar nav and navbar item class to UL and LI respectively. Now, if you download the Bootstrap library and look into its CSS files, you will see what are the changes that will be made when you add these classes to your navbar. So now let's run this. You can see the home and contact are being displayed one below the other, and these classes navbar nav, and navbar item are being applied to these things. So now what we will do is change the contact into a link. Now let's save and run this. Now as you can see, the color changes when you hover over these list items because it is a link. Now let's add one more list item and name it about us. Run this again. You have three list items and they are placed one below other. What if I want it to be horizontal? So for that we will use the class navbar expand. This will expand the navigation item depending on how large the screen is. So here in the nav tag, what we will do is add a class navbar expand and add a size LG, which is large. So now let's run this. You can see now the items are arranged horizontally and not vertically. So the size we represent here is large. When you change the screen size to a tablet size, the items go back to vertical alignment. Anything smaller than the large size, the items will be arranged vertically. When the screen is large, the items will be arranged horizontally. You can also change the large into small, medium, or extra large to specify at which point it goes into vertical order. So let's change to medium. So MD is used for medium. MD. Now let's run this. So if you go to tablet size, it changes to vertical order, and phone size it changes to vertical order, but in laptop size it is horizontal. It's SM. So when it is in small size, even in tablet, it is arranged horizontally. But when you go to phone size, it is arranged vertically. Now we have three menu options, but we do not actually have a bar. So let's go to large size, that is a laptop or a desktop size, and go back to the documentation. Here we have a class background light. So go back to the nav bar. We are going to add BG light to the nav bar. I think you can see it, or we can change it to dark. I think it's more visible now. Let's go with something warning. So we have a list of different colors. To see what are the different colors that are available, go to buttons. You have different classes. One is primary, which changes to blue. Secondary is gray. Success changes to green. Danger is red. Warning is yellow. Info is blue. Light is white. Dark is black. And link will change the link into blue color. So with this, we will end the video. I hope you would have liked the video. Thank you for watching. Do like, share, and subscribe to Supporting Tech.